effort, discipline, loyalty earn the right to wear the dragon doji.
Hey Turtle fans, today we're going to talk about the hot-headed turtle in red, the one, the only, Raphael from the 1990s Ninja Turtles trilogy. In the 1990s trilogy, Raphael is the first turtle we ever got a peek at in live action as he popped his head up from the sewers. In the trilogy, he starts off with anger that he has trouble controlling. Splinter seems to be more attentive to Raphael in this trilogy than the other brothers as he tries to mentor Raphael into controlling his emotions. When Splinter is kidnapped, Raphael's rage finally boils over with his brother Leonardo. Although ironically, Raphael is the one at the end that stays cool against Shredder and Leonardo loses his temper instead.
Where's Splinter?
Oh, the rat.
Huh?
So it has a name. It had a name.
In the second movie, Raphael is noticeably not as angry. He still gets into it with Leonardo a bit, makes impulsive decisions that get him caught by the Foot Clan, but eventually he does get rescued from this. In the third movie, they portray him, at least at the beginning of the film, as full of rage again, but it doesn't make as much sense as it did in the first movie. It more or less comes out of nowhere. Plus, it doesn't last long as he goes back into more of a sarcastic Raphael attitude for the rest of the movie. This Raphael character is notably paired up with a few of the side characters throughout this trilogy. In the first movie with Casey Jones, as they have that classic scene in the park, and in Secret of the Ooze with Kino. Originally, Raph's fight with Casey Jones was planned to go on longer as the fight continued into an alley, but this was cut from the final film. Also, when Raph comes out of seeing Critters in the movie, it has been said that he was supposed to come out from seeing the 1989 Batman movie, since the movie had just come out as they were filming the Turtles film, and Raph was supposed to say, "Cool car, stupid costume." Funny enough, it stayed this way in the comic book adaptation of this movie. This was the first turtle we ever heard say a bad word on screen. He says the word damn repeatedly throughout the first film, and also says bitchin' as they celebrate the defeat of the Shredder at the end of the movie. Raphael is the only one of the turtles to not meet Tatsu in the original movie, due to being knocked out after being jumped by the foot, although in the second movie, he does finally get to meet him. This Raphael eventually learns to tap into a meditative force state that allows Splinter to communicate with him. His brother Leonardo, though, is the first to learn this. This Raphael was transformed by a green glowing ooze that fell down into the sewers. The comic book adaptation of the movie describes it in a little bit more detail than the actual movie. Splinter describes the incident. "I saw an old blind man crossing the street, unaware of the truck speeding down upon him. A young man pushed him out of the way, but not before the truck had swerved, jarring a metal canister out its back. The strange canister bounced several times before striking a glass jar held by an onlooker's little boy, a jar containing 4 baby turtles. The little ones fell into a manhole, followed by the canister, which smashed open, covering them in a glowing ooze." Obviously, one of these turtles was Raphael. The 1990 movie film soundtrack is one of the best, and the track Turtle Power by Partners in Crime is one of the coolest turtle songs out there and had sparked one of the most interesting conversations amongst fans for a while.
Pick up the team with one other fellow, Raphael. He's the leader of the group transformed from the norm by the nuclear group.
Raphael's the leader of the group?
In the movies, yes.
What?
Yeah, in the movie, Raphael's the leader.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Leonardo's the leader.
In the cartoon, yes.
No, in the movie, Leonardo's still the leader.
Was Raphael the leader of the group? I mean, yeah, Leonardo's the leader, but was he just a figurehead? Was Raphael actually the leader? Unlikely, but it had a lot of people talking for years. Partners in Crime responded to a tweet in 2018 saying, "So in a nutshell, the info we got was based off the movie script and the screening, and if you remember, Raph dominated the storyline in the first movie and could be perceived to be the leader. Fortunately, the song was a hit anyways."
Make up the team with one other fellow, Raphael. He's the leader of the group.
Going off the T-files of the 1990 movie DVD, his file reads, Raphael is the quote-unquote dark Tmnt, and a cynic, a pessimist, the quote-unquote crazy. He is antisocial and ill-tempered. Raphael likes to leave alone and be left alone. Raphael doesn't start fights, but finishes them. In a dog-eat-dog world, Raphael is the big dog. His favorite music is listed as rap, metal, punk, and grunge, and his favorite book is Jurassic Park. Raphael is listed as having brown eyes and standing at 5 foot even and weighing 170 pounds. although old articles from around the time have him at 4 foot 6 inches and 150 pounds. This Raphael wields the sai and wears them in the front. He has a horizontal leather belt, and his knee pads and elbow pads also appear to be the same color and texture of the belt. The look of this Raphael went through some changes throughout the original trilogy. In all 3 movies, he sports the traditional style Ninja Turtles headband with the longer tie-offs, although it looks a lot dirtier and grittier in that first movie. Also in the first movie, his eyes and face look upset, angry. His look in the second movie is not like that anymore. The bandana gets a lot brighter too. The third movie changes the look drastically. The green tone is a lot brighter and not as grungy. The shape of the face is a lot different, and of course the spots all over the body are not done as subtly as they were in the first 2 movies. Pictures of the Raphael suit and what they look like now can be found online through auction websites. This one specifically referred to as the Raphael from the 1991 Secret of the Ooze movie. Pictures of the Ninja Turtles 3 Raphael stunt head can also be found, this head appearing to be in pretty good condition. Even skins of the original movie's animatronics can be seen. This is what nightmares are made out of. When looking at the evolution of his look, one could go as far back as looking at the Next Mutation and the Tmnt 2007 movie version of Raphael, as in some odd way they do appear to be the same Raphael, but I feel those require their own profile videos. The actor to play Raphael in the first movie is Josh Pius. In the original movie, Josh was the only actor to play the character in both the suit and voice the character. He was also the character in the back of the cab when Raphael rolls over it. Josh went on after the Turtles to act in many big shows and movies after this. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Sopranos, Ray Donovan, and most recently in the Joker movie as Arthur Fleck's boss. Josh apparently has claustrophobia, so after filming a scene, they would have to take the head off quickly, but apparently the process of taking it off would take a while. Raphael had a stunt double by the name of Ken Scott. Ken also goes by the name Ken Traum. Images of Ken can be found online of him donning the suit. Ken also played Talkative Foot number 2 in the first movie. Apparently it's the soldier that has the nunchuck duel with Michelangelo. The story goes that supposedly there was a previous stuntman for Raphael, and that in the first movie when Raphael fights Casey Jones and Raph gets knocked into the trash can, the animatronics in the face caved in and broke the stuntman's nose, and Ken ended up taking over. Ken is also the main actor to play the character in the sequel, Secret of the Ooze, and a new stunt double came on board, Ho Sung Pak, the original actor for Liu Kang in the original 1992 video game Mortal Kombat. In Secret of the Ooze, Raphael is voiced by Lawrence J. Faso. Lawrence also voiced the characters of Skydive, Dive Bomb, Rampage, just to name a few, in the 80s television show The Transformers. In the third movie, Raphael is played by 2 people again. The actor inside the suit was Matt Hill this time. Funny thing about this is Matt went on to play Raphael again in the 1997 show Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation, this time not playing Raphael in the suit, but voicing him instead. The person that ended up voicing Raphael in the third movie this time was Tim Keller. Tim went on to act in such movies as Matchstick Men and Inception. One of the last things that happens to this Raphael in the trilogy was him contemplating staying behind in Japan with Michelangelo, citing people appreciate them there and that they don't have to live like moles. Eventually, Leo talks him out of it, and Raph says goodbye to Yoshi, a young child he was trying to mentor. Not long after, he goes back home, and this is where the original Trilogy Raphael's story ended. Hey, what's up everyone? Did you enjoy this turtle profile? Well, subscribe today and join us on this journey as we explore as many characters in the Ninja Turtles universe as we can. But that's it for this one. Remember to hit like and share this video, and I'll see you guys in a little bit with another one. Take care.
Green and Gross also describes an accessory to some of the most popular toys on the market. This ooze might have made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the superheroes they are today, but it makes parents cringe.
I think adults hate them because, like, it's nasty. Kids like them because of, like, all gooey and squishy and stuff, and, like, you can do lots of things with them. Like, you can, like, put some near your nose and stuff.
Should parents be concerned over their child's fascination with things green, gross, and offensive? Dr. Jerome Karasik is a child psychiatrist. His advice to parents:
I would say ignore. Ignore. As long as it's play, ignore.
Hey Turtle fans, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's a good way to stay in touch with the channel. And also, if you want, go ahead and give the video a share on your social media platforms, Reddit, Twitter, all that stuff. And let's spread Turtle Mania to the world. Once again, thanks everyone for watching. It really does mean a lot.